Welcome one and all to the 7th biennial review of Baka-Raptor.com. I of course am Baka-Raptor and I'm coming to you from Tokyo this time. As longtime fans may know, every 2 years I like to take a good look at my website and decide what might I want to do going forward, any major changes, etc. Last time I decided I was going to pretty much go video only for the next 2 years, and this time around I am going to renew that policy. For the next 2 years I expect to pretty much make video content only. There is one exception, however, starting this year. So I decided that instead of just posting a link to every single video and that's really it, I'm instead going to do a monthly roundup sort of post where I link to several videos at a time and additionally throw in some content that I may have forgotten to stuck into the videos. Because the way I make videos right now, I'm just trying to be as lazy as possible, and so I just do everything in one take. I don't do any video editing, and because of that, there's always a joke that I forget to throw in or something that I forget to make a reference to. Basically, there is additional content that I want to get out there somehow, but I'm not going to do a retake or anything like that. So instead, I'm going to throw that into the written posts on the website and linking to the YouTube side. So that's the really biggest change coming up this year. Otherwise, I want to continue going forward. I finally found a kind of video recording environment that I kind of like. Finally getting enough light in here. Audio, I do have a really good microphone, but unfortunately I have no good way to hook it up to my cell phone. So eventually I'm going to get a new computer. When I do that, that'll hopefully have a much better camera than my current computer, which is like 7 years old. And with that, I'll get a better camera and I'll be able to use my good microphone for finally decent audio quality. But for the time being, my cell phone's doing just fine. My goal at this point, once again, is just to produce videos. I'm not so concerned about quality. I just want to get shit out there. And over time, hopefully develop quality on top of that. One question I've gotten from several people is, why don't I post to the Baka-Raptor channel? Because back in the day when I made videos, I would post that to the Baka-Raptor channel. Well, technically, Baka-Raptor was my original channel, but due to some copyright strikes back in the day, I moved over to Baka-Raptor. And, well, I still use Baka-Raptor for most of my personal video watching and such, so it's easier. It's just lazy for me to upload it to Baka-Raptor. The other issue being that my Baka-Raptor videos were much different content than what I'm doing right now. My Baka-Raptor videos were actually really high quality, really well scripted. It's pretty much the highest effort sort of best videos I could have created. Right now, I'm not really doing that. I'm making fairly low quality videos just with the goal of making a ton of content, ideally at least, and hopefully developing more quality over time, but at least getting some regularity in there, because first comes the habit, first comes the regularity, and then I can produce better quality on top of that over time. At least that's the plan. Like, anything could change, of course. Maybe if copyright strikes force me to change at some point, I may have to go back to Baka-Raptor, or if I want to make those kinds of videos again, I might move that over to Baka-Raptor, but for now, at least I'm sticking to the Baka-Raptor channel. Other things I might want to do over the next 2 years, just more interactivity on Twitter, because right now I'm just using Twitter to link to my videos and stuff, but I might actually talk to people more. I might get involved with some shit posting, who knows, especially with the election coming up. I do want my other opinions to get out there. I have thrown around the idea of doing Patreon, but I'm really not interested in doing that right now. The money doesn't really mean anything to me. It really never has. This is kind of because of the old Maddox thing of no ads on the website, but I've kind of distanced myself from Maddox at this point, and maybe I will try to do some sort of Patreon or some sort of monetary setup eventually, but the goal of that really isn't going to be for the money itself. It's for the obligation that if someone's paying me, I have to produce, and that'll force me to at least get on a regular schedule and try a bit harder. Other goals I might have over the next few years, these are sort of minor goals, but one, finish Muv-Luv Alternative. I'm approaching the halfway point in that, and it is getting much better. So I'm definitely going to get to the end of that over the next 2 years. It's just a matter of when. And the sooner I'm done with that, the more time I can focus on some of my other goals, like making videos, making posts. Of course, I said before, I'm going to get a new computer at some point, and with that, I'll have a new setup. Hopefully, I can do a more higher quality videos, maybe even do some very minor video editing. One other thing is that I've kind of given up on the idea of permanence. Back in the day when I wrote a post, I wrote it with a sort of intent that I could go back to it at any time, enjoy it just the same, really high quality, low frequency. Now I'm kind of edging away from that. What I want to do is just make a lot of quality videos, but really, it's okay if they're low quality. Eventually the high quality will come perhaps, but it can be something that's really only meant for viewers during a specific time period, not something you may want to watch in the future. Something that, well, if YouTube decides to strike my channel and the videos disappear, I won't care that much. Or if I make a lot of videos and the video file size gets really big because I do a lot of editing and I can't save the videos or back them up, or I'm too lazy to do any of that, it's not really going to change anything. I won't care if I lose the videos forever. So once again, I'm kind of moving away from my old model, the old sort of Matic style model, and trying to move to something where, I'm evolving as a content creator, I guess, and I don't care so much if the old stuff disappears. So let's see. My goal right now is perhaps to make a video every week. I would like to do more on top of that, maybe like 2 videos in a row on the same day every week perhaps. But for now, the goal is simply I'm setting the bar low, 1 video every week. And over the next 2 years, perhaps my goal will be to get about 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Right now I have about 100. I don't think 1,000 is going to be that hard to come by, and I feel like if they are going to come, they are going to come in chunks, so that's not some slow goal to work towards. I just have to make videos and the viewers will eventually come. But that's my goal for now. We'll see what happens. Anyway, that's the biennial review. 14 years of the website, now over, going on year 15. Hopefully there's going to be good stuff to come going forwards.